What up, potty people, and welcome back to Clipped. My name is Eric, and I'm your host. Clipped delivers top-notch podcast production tips, valuable resources, industry insights, all with the goal of making your podcasting life easier. My mission is to help you start, grow, and monetize your podcast. So today I thought I'd do something fun. I'm going to be breaking down the easiest way to record a podcast. It only requires two tools, and it will produce a really good sound. I don't want you to break the bank, but I want you to kickstart your podcasting journey. So this is for new podcasters who don't know where to start, who are overwhelmed by all the equipment out there, overwhelmed by all the teaching, the coaching, the philosophies. This is a no-nonsense way to start a podcast, and it just requires two essential tools, a microphone and a recording platform that I'm going to be getting into in a minute. So I'm going to make this simple, guys. It's only these two tools. So if you haven't started a podcast yet, and let's give it a go. So the first thing you need is a microphone, and I'm recommending this microphone right here. This is the Technica ATR 2100X USB microphone. It's actually a USB and XLR microphone, which makes it easy to connect to computers or other professional audio equipment, but it's great for those just starting out because of the fact that it's XLR and USB. If you're new, you plug it in via USB, boom, plug and play, super simple. If you're further along on your podcast journey, or when you're further along on your podcast journey, it has the XLR connection, which is actually what I'm using with this right now. That way you can buy an audio interface or a mixer or whatever, but you don't have to upgrade the mic as well. So you only have to buy an additional piece of equipment, but don't even go down that road yet. Just think of this mic as a USB microphone, and it sounds pretty damn good. What do you think? This mic is known for its crisp and clear sound. It's honestly a favorite among podcasters. Like if you ask anybody in the podcasting game, anyone worth their salt is going to know about this mic, and people probably have this mic. It's under $100. I'm going to put a link to this in the show notes, but on Amazon right now, I think you can get it for like $79, which is amazing. To get this sound for under $100 is pretty incredible, really. I mean, I'm kind of a mic snob, but I love how my voice sounds on this microphone. The reason that it sounds so good is because of the cardioid polar pattern, and that's just a fancy way of saying that it does a great job at isolating your voice and rejecting a lot of ambient outside noise. So you're going to get that upfront, like broadcast radio sound, and it's not going to pick up a lot of the sound in your room. It's a really sturdy mic too, surprisingly, and it's also durable. But regardless of all that, the other rad thing about this is that it has a built-in headphone jack. And that means you can plug your headphones directly into the microphone, and you can monitor yourself in real time. And that's important because occasionally if you plug into the computer or an audio interface, you might get a little bit of latency. Latency meaning you talking and then you hear yourself like a few milliseconds later. When you plug the headphones into the mic, you're not going to get that. And that's also good because you can adjust your cadence, your speech pattern, the way you're talking, your loudness, your distance from the mic, all in real time. And again, I mentioned that this was a USB and XLR microphone. So that means when you're ready to upgrade and you want that XLR connection, because you're going to get a little bit better sound with that, you don't have to buy a brand new mic. You can just use the XLR connection on here. All you would have to do at that point is buy an audio interface. And then you can upgrade your sound by only buying the audio interface, not having to buy the audio interface and the mic, and you've improved your sound probably by like 15%. So the second tool, all that you need is Riverside. Riverside.fm is the website. Riverside's an all-in-one online recording studio that you access directly through your web browser. So you don't have to download anything. Think of it like Zoom on steroids, remote podcast audio and video recording in high definition, high fidelity WAV files, up to 4K video, all remote, all from your web browser. It functions very similarly to Zoom, but it's designed specifically for podcasters. You can record multi-track audio and video, and you don't have to download anything, which is also great. And at the end of this, I'm going to give you a discount code where you can get up to 20% off any individual Riverside plan. I use Riverside. I'm using it right now. I highly recommend it. All the podcasts I produce that are remote are essentially recorded on Riverside. The reason Riverside is so good is because the technology in it was designed to bypass poor or unstable internet connections. And so regardless of like your internet, you're going to get crisp video and clean audio. Whereas if you use something like Zoom, people's internet connections tend to kind of get weak or fluctuate during the course of the Zoom. The video gets kind of grainy or pixelated. It tends to drop out. And I'm sure you've heard like those digital hiccups that go with recording on Zoom. With Riverside, you're not going to get that. You're going to get quality. So that's where you're going to record. So you've got your mic, you've got your tool to record, but you're also going to edit your podcast in Riverside, and you're going to do that through the transcription. And so Riverside's going to transcribe your audio. Its AI will get in there. It'll transcribe your audio and video in up to 100 languages as well. So if you don't speak English, if you do your podcast in another language, they've probably got you covered. Then to edit your podcast, you simply edit the text. So you don't need to know like fancy audio or video editing software. You simply delete words in the transcript in the Riverside dashboard, and then it'll delete that corresponding audio. So if you want to cut a section of your podcast out, you simply cut that part out of the transcript. It's going to speed up your workflow, and you don't have to waste time learning how to edit via editing software, which I do recommend you do down the road. But to get started, to start creating, to start getting your message out there, this is a really valuable and great way to edit your podcast. Okay, so you're like, Eric, no way, I've edited, I've recorded, I've edited, but I want to like create clips to promote on social media. Well, boom, Riverside has a feature called Magic Clips, and its AI is going to identify parts within your podcast that it deems valuable to the listener, and then it's going to go in and automatically create snippets for you. It's going to pull in those highlighted moments with AI, and then you literally just size the clip, whether you want like, you know, Instagram Reel or TikTok. It's going to create those standalone clips for you via AI. So you don't have to like manually go through and be like, oh, at 7 minutes and 13 seconds, I think that was around the time when I said something really funny that I want to make a clip out of. Or that was at 12 minutes and 8 seconds, my guest said something great that I want to highlight and make a clip out of for social media. Boom. All you got to do is use the Magic Clips feature within Riverside. You can fine tune the clip as well, but its AI is going to dial you in and get you like 90% of the way there. You can add captions. You can size for Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, etc., all with just a couple different clicks. So great tool. You've got your recording, you've got your editing, you've got your clips to market for social media. And then the last thing is full-length videos for YouTube. Riverside's going to do that for you. You get to choose your speaker layout, whether if there's 2 of you, if you want like side by side, if there's 4 of you, if you want like a 4 square situation, you get to choose your layout for the video. You get to choose the color of your background, and AI will even, if you want full screen, AI will cut to the different speaker automatically. So when you're done saying a sentence or asking a question, it'll automatically cut to your guest full screen. So full length videos for YouTube, no problem. And that's it, guys. I'm reminding you that it doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. The most important thing you need to do as a new podcaster, as someone who's intimidated to start, you're feeling overwhelmed, it's all about creativity and sharing your message. And with the right tools, you can do that. Those are 2 tools. The Audio-Technica ATR 2100X USB microphone, under $100, and then a subscription to Riverside, which is also inexpensive. And if you want to get 20% off any individual Riverside membership plan, use promo code CLIPPED at checkout. That's CLIPPED at checkout. Riverside.fm, promo code CLIPPED, and you'll get 20% off the plan of your choice. So if you found this episode helpful, head on over to thepodcasthaven.com and sign up for the email list. There, I'm sending out a ton of tips, resources like this, websites, podcast service providers, everything to make your podcasting life easier. My goal is to educate and to help you ease your production, help you make a little bit of money, and a lot of that and that information is in the newsletter. So check that out. In addition, when you sign up, you're going to get a free copy of my ebook, The 4 Pillars of Podcasting. And this ebook takes you through the whole podcasting process from pre-production to launch. It's free when you sign up. So would love for you to check that out. Love for you to start getting this information so you can start creating the podcast that you've been putting off, or so that you can get some questions answered so you can level up. Check it out, guys. The email list. Keep listening here. We're going to help you become a better, more efficient podcaster. We're going to help you make a little bit of dough along the way. And until next time, guys, keep listening, keep engaging, and keep creating. I'm out.